All right, let's do another vector addition here, right? We got the magnitude. Oh, look at that. 125, right? We got the angles. Now, none of the angles I'm ever going to give you will be trig angles, right? So the goal here is to find our trig angle, find our inner trig angle, right? So this angle there from the x-axis is our trig angle, right? And so notice we didn't make it to 90 degrees, right? So that trig angle is, what is it? It's 90 minus 25, right? So is that 65? Right? I do believe it is. And then this trig angle here is this guy. Notice I made it past 90, past 180, but I didn't make it to 270. So it's whatever, it's 270 minus whatever that angle is. So 270 minus 32, right? Minus 32, right? Which rumor has it that's 238 degrees, okay? Better check that. Let's do some higher math here. Yes, it is. Okay. So now we're set. Now we can find these components. This one's going to be, and this works for all of them, right? It's just magnitude cos of the trig angle, right? And that's in the x direction plus 85 sine of the trig angle, right? And that's in the y direction. So 85 cos 65. Okay, and then 85 sine 65. So 35, this is 35.92. 922, in fact, right? Or I guess I'll say 923. Okay, and that's meters in the x direction, right? Plus, and then this is 77.036. And that's meters in the y direction, okay? And then this guy is going to be, what is this? This is going to be 125 cos 238 in the x direction, right? Plus 125 magnitude, right? Times the sine of 238, right? So basically we're making it not the unit circle, but the 125 meter circle, right? Okay. So 125 cos 238. Store that guy. 125 sine 238. Hopefully, double check, make sure you're in like degrees, right? Okay, I'm going to store that guy. I'm storing all these things in my calculator because I'm deeply lazy. Okay, so negative 66.23240. Negative 66.240. That's meters in the x direction. Plus negative 106. I'll just say 006 is what it is, right? And that's meters in the y direction. Now, before we go any farther, let's just make sure this makes sense, right? If that's 65 degrees, then we have, it's a poorly drawn 65 degrees, right? But we've got a lot of x. We should have, I'm sorry, a lot of y and not so much x, right? We do. We have a lot of y, not so much x. So this is good. Right, I'm going to call that vector A. I'll call this guy vector B. And then this guy here should have a lot of y component, right? And not as much x. It should have negative y and negative x. So it does have negative y, negative x. It has more y than x. So chances are I didn't mess something up finding my trig angle. Now all I have to do is just add these guys up. So I'll just make a little thing A plus B, right? Okay. Making my own little thing here. And this will be the x direction and the y direction, right? Okay, so this is 35.923 and 77.036, right? This guy is negative 66.240 and negative 106.006. And now I'm just going to add these guys up. So let's see. That guy plus that guy is 30.317 negative That looks reasonable. Looks like it could be, right? Okay, and then this guy is oops. There we go. That is negative 28.970. Okay. I know you're looking at this and going, gee, that's unlikely that that is actually what it is. But I am using values that are not rounded in my calculator. And so, yeah, although that works out, right? Okay, but anyway, let's draw a picture of this guy, right? So this guy is to the left and down. Okay, let's draw a picture. I'll draw it up here. No, I'll draw it down here. Let's see, to the left. Down slightly less to the left. Right? I'm making it look good and okay, and I'm going to find this angle here and I'm going to find that magnitude. The magnitude is square root of 30.317 squared plus 28.970 squared. Okay, so square root of, and I've got these things stored in my calculator, so I'm going to barf that guy up, square it, plus, let's see, this guy, square it, and I get 41.9 degrees. Okay, I'm sorry, degrees, God, I'm just spacing out here. That's the magnitude, so that's meters. Pardon me here. Okay, and now let's find that angle there. Okay, I'll find that theta. Notice that this is the opposite side. That's the adjacent side, right? So I'm going to do inverse tangent of opposite over adjacent, right? Okay, so tan minus 1 of the opposite side, which is, what is this guy? 28.970. This guy is 30.317, right? So the opposite side here is 28.970, and the adjacent side is 30.317. We fully expect this to be an adorable angle, right? Because this side's smaller than this side. Okay, so second tangent. My goal is to get one of you guys to say adorable as if it's an actual mathematical term. Okay, so this guy divided by this guy. And I get 43.7 degrees, and that would be our angle with the x, right? Here's our magnitude there. Looks like I didn't do too badly, okay? Yay!